Alright, let's take 2 and see if it works this time. I don't know why it takes two takes to get these comments working. Let me see what we got here, guys. Somebody say something if comments are functioning or not. Please, please, please. Yes, we're in. Alright, excellent. Alright, that's good. Alright, let me do a quick couple of posts here, guys, and I'll start reading some stuff. Yeah, happy Halloween, absolutely. Area 51. Whatever. Tweet piece. Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? Hang on, guys. Alright. It's coming. We're almost there. Just sharing out a quick couple posts to make sure everybody knows we're live. Okay, that looks like that works. Very good, very good. And almost done. Almost. Okay, alright. Ay. How's everybody doing? What's crackulating? Ready asking questions? How do I unlock an iPad Air? You need to use the service. Costs money. Root HTC 10 without Sunshine app. Yeah, that's going to be quite difficult. You're going to need that. It's my birthday, somebody says. Stop. Wait. I'm walking. Stop doing these on Walking Dead night. Okay, man, I'll work on that. My week was actually okay this week. It was busy, very busy, but all right. Yeah, so Pixel, that's a good question. I mean, that's actually on my list of things to talk about. So some things that happened this week in the Pixel world. Number 1, the Pixel on Verizon, the Verizon variant of the Pixel and Pixel XL, have gotten bootloader unlock, at least on the current version of firmware that's on them like right now. I think next month's update here in November, we're gonna lose that. It's gonna be patched. So if you need to get, if you want to get unlocked bootloader on the Verizon variant of the Pixel, you got to do it now. You can use an app called Pixelate. It's by J-Case and Firewater Devs. So if you're interested in that, you got to go check that out. I'll try to put a link to that in this video description when I'm done, but you can do a quick Google search. You can actually go to, I think, therootninja.com, and there'll be information on it there as well. So if you need to get that Verizon Pixel bootloader unlocked, definitely go do that. So just reading some other comments here, see what you guys are saying. And Chainfire doesn't want his Pixel rooted? What are you talking about? Chainfire did root his Pixel. Is Pixel actually worth getting? That's a good question. So I've been using mine now for the last, like 5 days, something like that. And using it as my daily driver. So I guess let's put it this way. I don't know if you guys saw my camera video, just kind of doing some information about the electronic image stabilization and just showing you some basic things about, at least for video side. And on video side, honestly, I wish it was iOS. Our optical image stabilization, I should say, is what I wish was on there, because it feels a little choppy to me. Just like I'm not panning, but the shot's panning because it thinks I'm panning and it's trying to adjust for that. Things like that just really kind of bothered me about the electronic image stabilization on there. So camera-wise, I mean, video quality on cameras, I'd rather have a Samsung personally. The camera itself is good. I'm liking it. I need to do some more testing on that. What else can I tell you? The software is like, oh man, is it buttery. I mean, Android 7.1 is on the Pixels is super smooth. Just really nice. So I'm liking that a lot. The other thing I could tell you about it would be the battery life is also quite amazing. I mean, everybody talks about like screen on time, things like that. basically my normal use is what I'm noticing is I'm able to, like on my notes, I'll use that phone and I'll be down to 20% at the end of the day on like the note line in general. And on the Pixel, I've been getting like, end of the day, 16 hours, I'm at like 40% battery. So to me, that's a big improvement. So the tech is asking about, the Tech Equinox. FRP on HTC devices, huh? I've not played on the device you're asking about, so I really couldn't tell you how to do it. I mean, you check out all the FRP videos I have at RootJunky.com. You might be able to combine some methods and find something that works, but honestly, I haven't tested on that specific device. What OS do you use on your PC, Brandon? That is an excellent question. So, to answer that, I use Windows 7 on this computer. Wait, you got to see it because it's the only way to really do this. On this computer, Windows 10. Let's see if I can get this other one to come up. On this back screen back here, that's Linux. And on this computer right here, that's Mac. So, hope that answers the question of what operating system I use on my computer. I pretty much use all of them. My distro, people always ask what distro I'm using on Linux. I'm using Mint, if you want to know. What is FRP? Gizmo Tech. Wow, I'm surprised I get so many questions about that. I guess it's not something that's really familiar and people know about. So, FRP, so I'll explain it. So, FRP stands for Factory Reset Protection. It's something that Google has implemented on devices that are Android version 5.1 and above. And it basically makes it so that if you factory reset your device, you can't get back into the device without having the Google account that was on it last, or that has been synced to it before. And you can't get into the device, it's locked up and you can't do nothing. It's kind of like iCloud lock or Samsung reactivation lock. It's basically the same concept, and the reason I show people how to get around is because so many people get locked out of their own devices they own, or they were sold on Craigslist in good faith and they can't get in them. So that's why I do it, and that's basically what it is. Somebody was asking me how many different operating systems. Let me see if I can find that again. So many different platforms. Yeah. I have uses for each platform. The main reason I have all the platforms, I actually always have been working on Windows 7 for a long time. But I got Linux because I wanted to start working on making bash scripts. I did batch scripts on Windows, scripting for making utilities, but I wanted to be able to do it on Linux. And then I was like, I'm getting that figured out. But some of the tweaks are a little bit slightly different on Mac. So just so I could test my scripting on every platform, I've got every platform. That's basically the reason I did it. And there's something new and neat to learn on each platform. So that's definitely the situation there. So I guess the other thing we could talk about a little bit is the Pixel. So a little more about the Pixel. So we already know about the Verizon bootloader situation, and we also have Pixel Root is available finally by Chianfire. So that got announced this week, which is really awesome. It's basically a boot image that you fast boot, and it does all the patching and everything needs to be done to the internal boot image to go ahead and get it going. So, and get root access running on the device. Basically, I don't know if you guys have seen this. If you guys haven't read the post by Chianfire about this new root method and about Android 7.1, you really, really need to do that because there's some new information on there about this new operating system, 7.1. So if you guys don't know this, when it comes to partition layouts, I don't know how much you know about partition layouts. I mean, I deal with it quite a bit, but the recovery partition and the cache partition are not in the Pixel devices. I'm not sure where the cache partition is located now, but the recovery partition is part of the boot image. So those two partitions just are non-existent. So even like something like getting TWRP recovery functioning correctly is going to require basically a different boot image, which is really weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense because a boot image is a recovery image is basically a boot image. So it kind of makes sense that they're integrating them together, but it's just a little different. I think there is a TWRP recovery version though that functions already on the Pixel from what I've seen. Dude, what's the guy's name that makes TWRP? Oh man, I'm drawing a total blank right now. But anyway, he's got it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So you can get that too and get that functioning as well. So there is some development going on there on the Pixel for sure, which is quite needed with this new operating system. What do we got here? Mikilo Vivar. How do you learn about all these, RootJunky? All these what? You got to finish your question, my man. Can you root the Galaxy S5 with FRP on? No. Well, let me phrase that. You can't root the Galaxy S5 with FRP on with something like Odin and flashing something, because when FRP is on, that blocks you from flashing any firmware in Odin. So Odin is going to just fault if FRP is on. So you could still probably root with something like KingRoot, and then use root access to turn off FRP. So that's maybe an option if you can get into the device. So there you go. There's my answer on that. Jacob says he has to send me his phone. I have done that at times. Sometimes that does work. Get to play with them, and it's actually good for me because then I get something to test on and try new methods. So I normally don't mind doing that, depending on what you got going on. If it's some knockoff phone that nobody's ever heard of, I really don't care about it because nobody else does. So sorry. Exposed for 7.0. Justin asked, when is that coming? I don't know. Exposed is like, it's harder. Everything, when Android versions upgrade and Google starts doing something different with their operating system and adding more security, which is good, all the hacks and modifications get a lot harder. So it just takes time. It takes time. How can I unlock it? Somebody wants to unlock their S7 Edge on T-Mobile. I don't know what you mean by unlock because there's very many different forms of unlocking. You could have a SIM unlock, you could have a bootloader unlock. Maybe you're trying to unlock like the passcode on it, like a PIN unlock. I don't know what you're asking. You gotta be more specific in your question. There's a good one. What is the most simple way to identify if bootloader is locked? Well, that depends very much on your device, Brandon. Basically, you can do it a couple ways. If you can boot into fast boot mode on the device, and you can see what the status is. So that's an easy way to do it. On Samsung devices, you can just flash something in Odin and see if it works. Can you flash a boot image or a recovery image? If you can, then obviously the bootloader is unlocked. But it really depends on the device and to see how you can do it. Most of the time, it has to do with booting into some kind of boot mode, like Odin mode or download mode and fast boot mode, and just looking. You can also do, this is kind of cool, and a lot of people don't really understand this, but if you go into fast boot mode, you can actually type in a command, and I like using this command a lot because it gives you a lot of good information. In fast boot mode, you can type in fastboot get var all, and normally that'll return all the information from the bootloader, and it'll tell you right there, is the bootloader locked. So there you go. That's a good answer, I think, anyway. More Amazon Fire rooting to come. So you guys do know that Fire OS 5.3.1 is officially rooted now with my latest tool. So I'll stay on top of it as much as I can. Obviously, Amazon's going to keep trying to patch the methods I use for gaining access. I mean, I'm using KingRoot in general, but then I'm just manipulating scripting to do more than that. So KingRoot is basically who's developing the root exploit, and I'm utilizing it. Let's put it that way. So, can I root my iPhone 7? Well, root is specifically to Android. You can jailbreak your iPhones, I'm pretty sure. I honestly don't do anything really with iPhone myself very much. So, there's my answer to that one. They already made a new version. Really, I'll have to check that out. I haven't been keeping up on it, honestly. HTC M8. Do I still play with it? Terminator. No, I don't have it. I sold it. So, unfortunately, you can look at the videos that I put together. Obviously, on new Android versions and new RUUs and stuff like that, those things are going to change, and how that functions is going to change, but the method is basically the same. So, Jackson talking. I guess the other thing I would want to talk to you guys while you're still making comments here. I'm not sure how interested you guys are in MediaTek or MTK phones that basically have a MediaTek chip in them. If you guys need to learn how to FRP unlock those devices, it's really pretty simple actually. And I did make a video this week about that. I didn't actually put it on my channel. It's actually on Phone Lab. So if you're interested in learning more about FRP on, like I said, those MediaTek chips, you can definitely check out Phone Lab. There's a lot of cool tutorials on there. I've been putting a lot of work into that site. So it's pretty fun. Probably put a lot more stuff on there actually. Do a live Galaxy S root. Probably not. And actually, the reason I can't do a Galaxy S5 root is because I don't actually have the device anymore. I gave it to my sister. There you go. So I don't have it, unfortunately. What's the news? FRP new method. So FRP, latest method on FRP. I've been researching a little bit on 7.1. The biggest problem I'm having, at least in any of like the methods I normally use, which is just an escalation of privileges, haven't actually been able to get into the device far enough to do anything, at least not yet. So if somebody's got like that method, or they figured out how to get into, I'm like testing on my Nexus 6P, and if any of you guys have figured out how to like get into the device where you can actually get into settings and maneuver a little bit, I'd be very interested in seeing that method, and then hopefully I can, escalate farther. I have some ideas of some things I want to test, but I got to be able to get in. So Google's been doing a good job locking it down. They patched most of the stuff I've reported, so it's pretty good. Good for them anyway. Let's put it that way. Maybe not good for anybody else who wants to get around it. Samsung or Android Pay, what's worth? You ask like what's the best, I guess, probably is what I'm hearing. They both have perks. I honestly only use either one of them like once or twice. I'm just not big into paying with my phone. I'd much rather use my card or, cash. So, it is what it is. If you want to root a phone, just go on XDA's website. Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely a good place to go. Oh my word, ZTE Max Pro root. Oh man, I've had like a bajillion people, or maybe you, ask me this like 100 times. Yeah, I see the comments. I don't have this phone. If I had it, I could probably look into rooting it. I just have no desire to really buy one at this point. So, if somebody sent me one or something like that, that'd be different, but that's kind of where I'm at with that. What's a good MediaTek phone? That's an excellent question, actually. So, MediaTek. Honestly, when it comes to the security of the phone, none of them. Because MediaTek chips just aren't very secure, which is why we can remove FRP so simply. When it comes to like quality of phone, I'm trying to think. I think the Redmi Note 3 Pro is MediaTek. I really like that phone, actually. It's not expensive and it's really nice. So, you can check that out. Can you boot into safe mode on the and the 6P? That is an excellent question. I don't know, because you can boot into safe mode on the Pixels. I know you can pretty easily, but I don't think that's really going to help you much. I have to check. I'm curious about that. That's a good idea. I should look into that. I should look into the safe mode on there. Safe mode is a good way to actually. I'll give you guys a piece of gold here. Okay, this is a little piece of gold. Little piece of gold you need to remember, and this is the kind of stuff we teach at Phone Lab. All right, so I'm gonna give it away. So safe mode, you guys probably know this. Actually, you can see this online if you really do any research on it. But a lot of times you have third-party lock screens. Okay, and third-party lock screens are awesome, and you can do all kinds of cool modifications with them, but they're not super secure. And the reason being, I'm not sure about the latest Android versions and how they implement, say, lock screens and third-party apps, is that basically what you can do is if somebody has a third-party lock screen, you can take their phone, power it into safe mode, reboot, and Their lock screen's gone because safe mode only boots stock applications. And they have a third-party lock screen. And that lock screen isn't functioning anymore in safe mode, and you have no lock screen. So if you want to learn things like that, which can be quite handy for people getting locked out of their own phones or other reasons, actually, you know, you got to use wisdom and how you implement knowledge. Let's put it that way. You can actually get third-party lock screens turned off. So, interesting little tidbit there. What's a good third-party lock screen? Instead of asking, none. None. Matt, just see what you guys are saying here. OnePlus One. I haven't got it. I mean, I've used like the OnePlus. Well, I have the OnePlus 2. I never used the OnePlus 3. OnePlus 2 is a great phone. I mean, they're great. Development's amazing on there. So those kind of things are really nice. But, you know, it's an okay device. Google Assistant to the Note 5. Not that I have seen. Not that I've seen. Brandon, verify your Twitter. Why are you asking me that? It's RootJunky. It's pretty simple. Somebody contacting you? Because I'm not. Safe mode lock screen. Wow, mind blown. Only for third party. If it's the stock lock screen, it's not going to work. But if it's third party, yeah. So like I said, you want to learn things like that, we do some cool stuff over at Phone Labs. So, want to sell the OnePlus 2 Laugh Aloud, Ryan? Yeah. You want it? Seriously. Ryan, hit me up. Message me somehow. Probably not on here, but yeah, if you, I mean, here, I'll show it to you. It's right here in my drawer. Here. I think I restored it to stock. It's got a case on it. Barely used. I maybe activated it for like 2 weeks. So I just haven't done anything with it. So yeah, if you're interested in it, I'll probably sell it to you. Give me hit me up, Twitter or, you know, online, my website, somewhere. What's your favorite Android app? My favorite Android app. That isn't. Ooh, I like that question actually. Let me look. I mean, I'm on Twitter all the time. If you guys really want to follow me, you got to follow me on Twitter because that's where I post everything. But my favorite app. Shoot, that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I'm looking at my phone to see. That's why, you know, that's my kids dressed up, Mario and Luigi. Honestly, I absolutely love, and it's kind of funny, it's Android. It's not even fully Android, but I absolutely love TeamViewer, which is basically, I don't know if you guys have known about TeamViewer. Basically, it's a software that you can put on all your machines, all your phones, all your stuff, and you can remote into any device you want. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So I use it all the time because I'm on my phone a lot. Sometimes I need to remote into my home computer behind me. Boom, I'm in. Sometimes I need to remote into somebody else's computer and help them fix something. Boom, I'm in. So it's really nice. Need to know how to get FoxFi hotspot to stream movies on Android phones without paying provider. Please help. Yeah, so FoxFi will turn on your Wi-Fi hotspot, but it will still use your data. So if you have unlimited data, then you can stream with FoxFi. But if you don't have unlimited data, it's just going to use up your data. Again, you can turn on the Wi-Fi hotspot, but it's going to use up the data on your device. So there's no way to really stop it from sensing how much data you're using. But if you have unlimited data, you basically can get unlimited hotspot with FoxFi. So that's the information I can tell you about that. FoxFi.com. Hee hee. You guys are laughing. So, besides that, I did have kind of one thing I wanted to share with you guys, and thought it'd be kind of fun, add to some of these live feeds here. So, if I were you, I'd get your, like, you know, get off your butt, get ready to move, or learn how to multitask, or get your laptop out, or something. All right, that's my recommendation, because you're gonna want to be fast. You're gonna be wanting real quick for this. Don't miss out on the fun here. All right, you all ready? Tell me you're ready. Somebody say yes, I'm ready. What? Sam. Matt. Somebody say you're ready. Come on. Ready. John says ready. Oh, John's ready. Okay. All right, you ready? All right. All right. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ready? Here it goes. Can you make it out? Can you make it out? Do you know what that is? I hope it's clear enough. There we go. Who's got it? Who's got it? I'm holding it up. You gotta be fast. Here. Ding! Up! Get it! Get it, get it, get it! I'm taking it down. Hope you pause the video. Somebody's gotta get it. Better pause it right there on that screen. So yeah, I just figured I'd pick one of these things up and hand it out to you guys. So if you're fast, you gotta be quick. You gotta be real quick. If you're watching it later, sorry you missed out, but somebody got a chance to get some free movies or apps or something. Okay, I'm going shopping. Take a screenshot. There you go. Nice. Can you see my comments? I can. I can only read so many of them, though. Ryan, you sent me a message on Twitter? All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. $50 play card? No, it was $25. I actually got another one, but maybe next week. We'll see. So, stick around. I think it's kind of fun to do some of these little, you know, sporadic things. So, it's kind of fun. Oh, man. Do you have any phones for sale? Well, Ryan already claimed my OnePlus 2. Well, we'll figure out a price for it, but try to see what's fair. Other than that, I don't know. I had to look. I probably should sell some of them because I have some I just haven't used in a long time. Like a whole drawer full, actually. But we'll see. I kind of like them. I like keeping them. It's like a collection. Anyway. Who got that anyway? Come on. Derpy Crayon? He says I redeem it? Really? Nice. What do I think about the Pixel price? Ugh. Blah. I think it's overpriced. Let's put it that way. I feel like there's phones you can get for $400 that are just as good. There you go. That's my personal opinion. But they don't have 7.1 on them. They don't have Google Assist built into them. They aren't developed directly by Google. So, yeah, I mean, there's a trade-off. There's a price you're going to pay for that kind of stuff. So, Ryan says he's ready. All right, man, we'll figure it out. I got to finish this, and then I'll talk to you about it on Twitter. What's the model of that Asus? The laptop? Is that what you're asking about? Shoot, what is it, man? I have to look. I don't even know. It's a mean machine, though. It's got Republics of Game sticker on it. It's pretty cool. Once again, how often do you stream? I stream a live feed just like this basically every weekend. Saturday night or Sunday night, whichever one I'm free. Kind of rotates a little bit. So, yeah, you just make sure you turn on notifications in the channel down below and you'll be able to see what I stream. So, as long as you turn on my channel, you go to my RootJunky channel and on YouTube and you'll turn on that notification to get notifications. Then as soon as I go live on something, man, that'll pop up right on your phone and you will be good. Why does Matt get highlighted? I don't know. His name comes up. It's easy to read. Should they bring back the company Google phones? I don't know. Matt Cooper. I already answered that question, Aaron. It's impossible to root with FRP on unless you use something like KingRoot in application. That's basically the best way I can say it. Anytime you're trying to use anything with an unlocked bootloader or flashing something in Odin, it's impossible. Dude, it is. Yeah, so Sam, it is. Oh, did you pull it up? Sam says it is a Rogue. I don't remember the model though, honestly, for the computer. Which camera do you use to make videos? That one right behind me. Here, I'll bring it over here. It's kind of cool. I use this right here. So, what do we got? This is right here. You can see it. It's Canon Rebel T5i. I've got the extended battery pack on it, so you can put 2 batteries in it, so it lasts quite a bit longer. Got a tripod mount on it. You can also rotate and hold it like this, which is kind of cool. Put it sideways. Still have a camera button on it. It's kind of like 2 handles. So it's got a Tamron lens. Whoop, whoop. Little shield on it. So it's pretty nice. It's a good camera. Cost a good penny. Yeah, look at that lens. It's expensive. I mean, it's nothing like you see somebody like MBKHD using. I mean, he's got like a $50,000 camera. This is like a $1,500 camera. So, but for what I do, tutorials mostly, it's fine. Sorry I'm late. You are, dude. This thing's almost over, man. You missed everything. Late to the stream. Yep. So sad. Too bad. Can you follow me on Twitter, gamer? Yeah, somehow direct message me or something. Hit me up in a tweet and I'll see what's going on. RAM optimization apps. That's like a statement, Seth, but you know what? I'll talk about it. RAM optimization applications. What's my thinking on that? Honestly, I feel like in general, you don't really need it. You needed it before on older devices, but devices now have like 3 gigs of RAM, like standard almost. Anything that's coming out new anyway, and they really don't need to optimize that RAM because there's so much of it. So I think honestly, I think the problem that I've seen is that you have places that are over optimizing it. Because you have places like Samsung, they're actually closing once you shut the application and open another one, they're actually shutting that one in the background. And it's like, well, now what's the point in having the RAM? Like, what's the point in having 3 gigs, 4 gigs of RAM if you're not storing applications in it so that you can quickly open them and without having to reload? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of a waste of time at this point, especially when you get devices with now 4. I mean, I've heard of new stuff coming out. It's going to have 6 gigs of RAM. So it's like, come on. Like, we need to use the RAM, utilize it. Why keep wiping it out? You know, keep things in storage so they load faster. I mean, that's what it's about. That's the smoothness you're looking for, and that's what you're actually. And honestly, this Pixel, man, it's awesome. It is so smooth. It's real nice, real nice. So, all right, gamer, I got you. It drains your battery. RAM does not drain your battery at all. No. Once it's stored in there, it's not gonna. It has nothing to do with battery. It's like storing something on a hard chip, on the chip of the phone. It doesn't have anything to do with battery life. Sam, total waste of time. Who's calling me TJ? That's what I want to know. I don't answer to TJ. No. My name is Tom, but it's RJ or RootJunky. You got to do something. Come on. Oh, app optimization, not RAM. Ah, Matt, you're changing it up on me now. App optimization. You mean like in the beginning of a boot, or what are you talking about, I guess? I don't know what you're talking about by optimization. How can I factory reset an Acer laptop, Windows? I don't do computers, man. I mean, you can say I do computers, but that's not my thing. Pixels are expensive in India. Oh, now he's apologizing. Haha. Oh, yeah, it's RJ. Yeah, see, I put you back in your place, my man. I don't care that much. RAM boost, still working. Peanuts. Rooting the Motorola Droid Turbo. Okay, if you're talking about the first gen Turbo, not the Turbo 2, first gen Turbo. you need to go ahead and you need to just install Sunshine app from JCase. It'll unlock the bootloader, and then you can flash TWRP recovery, root access, CM, CyanogenMod, any of that stuff. It's gonna cost 25 bucks, but it's well worth it. That's pretty much the only way. I mean, you might be able to root with like something like King Root, but go with Sunshine. That's the way to do it. My Pixel is not rooted yet, mainly because I just don't feel like resetting it up. That's probably the biggest reason. I need to go ahead and unlock the bootloader, and when I do that, it's gonna wipe, you know, the device off, and I just don't feel like setting it back up. So, at some point, I'll do it. At some point, we'll see. We'll see. Do you guys want to see that video? I'm assuming you do. It's already out there by some YouTubers. Peace, RootJunky. So if you're interested in that, I mean, like I said, it's out there by some YouTubers. If you want to see the Pixel rooted, it's gonna be a pretty simple video, honestly. Probably still be 10 minutes long, unfortunately, if you want to see all the steps. But you know, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. Remix Mini? No, I don't. Don't have a Remix Mini. What do you do with your Kindles? Brandon. Yeah, Droid Modder X and Maxley. Yes, you're correct. Those guys have it up already. My Kindles. Let's see. I'll show you what I do with my Kindles. See these? Bad USB port. Hard bricked. It's called testing. Somebody's got to do it so you guys don't. This one I think is now rooted and functioning, and this one's on. That was on the new firmware because I was testing it, and this one's on the older firmware. So you know, they're laying around here somewhere. Got to do something with it. My Max phone. I don't know. I haven't played with it. It looks interesting. What do you think about Android Wear? Jason asked me. I'm interested to see where Google's going to take it. I think that's the biggest situation there. Personally, like right now, Android Wear 2.0 to me is a little lacking. I mean, there's some things that I like that are refined and nice, but there's some things that are just like, it just doesn't make sense. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I think Google is kind of like locked into Android Wear at this point. I don't feel like they're gonna like walk away from it. I think it's like it's there. It's not like it's gonna like that's gonna be the end. They're just gonna throw it away and move on. Like there's enough people using it that they're gonna keep it. It's just gonna be interesting to see how they keep improving it over time. So I think it will keep getting better. I've had an Android Wear device like this Huawei watch on my wrist right now since like it was released. You know, I think I got the LG G watch, was the first watch available with it, and I got it and I loved it. So you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Why not remove the USB port? Yeah, I thought about that. Probably just because I have to unsolder it. I think it's soldered on the main board. And I can't just move the board because the board's bricked. So I was like, I could unsolder it and move it over. It's not worth the $30 I paid for the tablet. It's not worth my time to figure it out. So especially when I got two other ones that are working, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I was hoping that somebody would come up with a good way to unbrick these things, and then I just unbrick the one that's bricked, and I don't know, probably throw the other one out, honestly. Matt says, "Are you into election? What? Election? Are you in?" I don't even know I don't even know what you're saying. Can't even read that. Make solar charging watches. Oh, dude, I love that. That would be awesome. No, seriously, that's really cool. I like that idea a lot. Now, I take my watch every night when I go to bed, so it's not like that's like a huge deal to like throw it on a charger before I go to sleep. And that's all you ever have to charge these. So that's not like a huge deal, but solar charging watches make so much sense. I mean, these things have such small batteries. This thing charges from like 0 to 100 in like 20 minutes. My Huawei watch, it's like super fast. So yeah, solar charging would totally be a thing. I love that. That would be awesome. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Yep. That would be really cool. Really, really cool to see that. For sure. For sure. So, election? Question mark? I'm not talking about any politics. No thanks. What do you think TSA will think with the watch? I don't know, nothing. I don't think they'll think anything. It's just another smart device. Nougat Moto G Amazon. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I don't know. Is that available? I haven't seen that. I've been paying attention, honestly. I unlocked the bootloader on mine like immediately on my Amazon variant of the Moto G 4th Gen. So yeah, I haven't paid attention if that's even available yet. Are they pushing out soak test or what's going on? I really don't know. I'd be interested to see what's going on with that. I mean, now they locked the bootloader, though, there's not much luck with that device. It's pretty much going to be stuck. I have been looking for new firmware on Moto G. Haven't really seen much lately, though. So, smart man, no politics. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth talking about. I do have an opinion of where I stand. Actually, I've already voted even. So I did early voting here in Indiana. So yeah, but I'm not talking about it on YouTube. Who's this? Bricked phones from the old days. I have one of those. Which bricked phones from the old days? GN5. Nougat on GN5. Galaxy Note 5. I don't know what you're asking me. OnePlus 4, Harrison says. Wow. I have not seen anything on it, honestly. Is there already leaks on that? I haven't even paid attention. OnePlus 3 looked alright. I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel like grabbing one, though. I just wasn't, like, blown away by the OnePlus 2. I think that's why. I mean, I feel like it was an okay device, but it was, I mean, it's a good device even, actually. It just, nobody really cared about it. That was the problem, you know. The general media and market online, people don't care about OnePlus devices, even if they're good. So, at least for me as a marketing standpoint and, like, media and, like, doing content on something that there's a small audience just doesn't do very good on my channel. So, to stick with things like Samsung, which everybody wants and wants to see how to do, is just a good thing. Nexus 2, they're big. So that's just kind of the way you got to look at it sometimes. Any Sam device is just for the money. Can't wait for 7.1 official. Yeah, there's developer previews already for 7.1 on some, what was it, I think the Nexus 5X and 6P. So you can get those, but not on the Nexus 5. More water-resistant phones. Agreed. Honestly, that's that's a downside right here for this phone, for the Pixel XL right here. So waterproofing is not quite there. Also, wireless charging. Like, why not get wireless charging on this device? I mean, it makes sense to me. Why don't they have it? Especially at that price point. I mean, that price point's up there. It's not quite with a Samsung device, but it's up there. So you should really have, that available on a flagship device. Waterproofing, wireless charging. Come on. Seriously. It needs to happen. That was a Google mess up in my opinion. That would make this device way more desirable to me if it had waterproofing and wireless charging. So S8 rumors. Well, they got to start something already. The Note 7, died and burned literally. So because of that, they got to start rumors already about the next device and get people hyped about it so they don't lose momentum. So I'll probably buy it, honestly. I like Samsung. Even if they have a new Note 8 or something at some point, I'll buy that too. I don't care. I'm not too distraught over this whole battery thing, but just because I really like, especially the Note line. I've always liked it. Been probably my favorite line of phones. So anyway, yeah, guys, I don't know. That's probably about all I got going on this week. Nothing else too new. Like I said, I got the new computer over here. This thing's a beast. Different things. So Nexus 5 getting Nougat. Don't know. Probably custom ROMs, yeah. You know how the Milty uses C4. Whatever, gamer. Yeah, so like I said, that's going to wrap it up, guys, for this video. It's good talking, hanging out, catching up with some of you. Whatever, talking about some Pixel stuff, things in the news, giving away some gift cards, having some fun. But, yeah, we'll probably do this again next week, like I said, I've been doing it every Saturday and Sunday, one of those days. So definitely catch you guys on here. Like I said, come prepared with questions. You guys want to ask me things about, camera gear I use, if you want, that's cool. Phones, how to do something. If I can answer you pretty quickly, I'll do that. Definitely, if you want to see a ton more information about lots of different things that I do, and if you want to really follow me closely on social media, Twitter's my place. I post everything on Twitter, sometimes other social media sites, but not as much as Twitter. Also, obviously, RootJunky.com, RootJunkySDL.com, and obviously Phone Lab as well. You can check me out at all those places and, communicate with me in all those areas, really. So, hope you guys have a good weekend. Happy Halloween, and we'll catch you next weekend. Talk to you guys later. RootJunky out.